What's up, guys? Yes, I'm back. But this time, it's not for the CD collection. No, this is going to be a This Just In video. Kind of This Just In video. Some of the stuff's been lying around for a little while. Like Record Store Day. Every time I went to go shoot a video, something got in the way. I just got busy. So here I am on a Saturday trying to shoot a bunch of them to get ahead of myself. So I hope everybody's doing well out there. Listen, I wanted to give a shout out to Matthew Street. Matt, you did that video on the Knack, okay? And I left my comment on there. Everything you said is absolutely true about that group, with the exception, you don't like their second album. I personally, there's nothing they did I do not like, honestly. Their music, when it came out in 1979, was like a breath of fresh air after all that lovely disco dance, brouhaha stuff. And it kind of got me into looking into a lot of other people at that time, like the Kings and stuff like that. So that was a great video. And if you guys don't subscribe to his channel, go over there and watch that video. Matt does a lot of great stuff on his channel. That being said, some recent stuff that I got. I'm sure this has been shown before, but I picked up the Julian Lennon book. This is the third in the series. This is the only one I bought. The reason I bought this one is because it comes with a certificate, but it is signed by Julian on the title page, right there. I see this thing all over eBay, and I'm sorry, but what people are asking for it is insane. I happened to be on Instagram one day, and you know how the ads pop up, and the ad popped up for this, and I went to this place, and I only paid $23 for it. Okay, so they're out there. If anybody's looking, for a Julian Lennon autograph, it's not bad. Don't get sucked into that paying, $50-$60. Stuff like that. I want to give another shout out to Mr. Robert P., who in the vinyl community has been sending out some things here and there. And he was so kind and gracious to send me a CD of the Beatles open-end interviews. And for those that don't know, these were done for DJs. They would read a script, and the Beatles would be on the record and answering the questions. But Robert was so nice to make this CD for me that has A Hard Day's Nights open-end interview, Help. It's I don't know what else to say. It even comes with a book. The script is in here. It's incredible. It's the first time I've ever heard this, because these things are way too expensive, even if you can find them. He also sent me, and I wasn't expecting this, but I was floored, because growing up, I was a huge fan of both these shows. But it's the original Batman TV series. And Robert made the covers and everything for these. And there's the inner book. Here's the CD. But yeah, he made these, and he was so kind to include these with the open-end interviews. I really appreciate it. So Robert, if you're watching, thank you very, very much. He also sent, which I think the show was only on one season, but he also sent the soundtrack to The Green Hornet. For all you old people like me that remember this TV show. It was a spin-off of the Batman series. There was one episode where Green Hornet and Kato, played by Bruce Lee, was turned into a stamp by Colonel Gum, if I remember right. But yeah, thank you again, Robert. I really appreciate it. All right, next thing I'm going to show you that I just picked up, and this is the third single for anybody that buys 45s that I have of this particular song. But what I picked up is No More Lonely Nights. And you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, you showed this before. Yeah, I did, except this one is the promo sleeve. Demonstration not for sale. Same song, both sides. It is the white label promo. Both sides are the same. Couldn't pass it up. And the reason I say there's 3 different singles is because not only is there the promo for this, but you have the standard one where the B-side is the play-out version. Okay? You also have, and this one is a mother to find. You can find it on a 12-inch promo, but this is a standard store stock issue, but it is the special dance mix on the B-side. The A-sides are all the same. So, no less than 3 No More Lonely Nights 45s that I've found so far. But along with this one from the same person I got it from, I also picked up the white label promo of My Brave Face. And reason being is I'm pretty sure the sleeve on the original, the B-side's listed on the back. I may be wrong on that, but yeah, this is a white label promo for My Brave Face. It's the same song on both sides. I think they're both in stereo. Pretty clean too, I have to admit. But it's from the forthcoming Flowers in the Dirt album. But yeah, I couldn't believe both of these came up in the same auction, and I jumped all over it. I mean, they were fairly cheap. So next thing I picked up was Ringo Starr's Rack My Brain, which I already have. But again, this one is the promotional copy. One side's mono, one side stereo. Haven't played this one yet. I want to hear the mono version, see if it's any different than the stereo version. But yeah, promo of Ringo Starr's Rack My Brain. Then, in one of my earlier CD videos, one of my watchers, Think Beatles, made a comment that I did not have the John Lennon Live Peace in Toronto or Life with the Lions CDs, and he was right. But what he didn't know was they were on their way in the mail. So as a This Just In, I just opened it. And the only 2 John Lennon CDs I do not own, or did not own, are here. There's Live Peace in Toronto. And along with that, at the same time, from a different person, another package. I pre-opened them. I don't want this video to be too long. And this is the original issue of Life with the Lions. It has the wraparound thing on top, the number on the inside. It's the green tinted, I don't know if you can tell, the green tinted jewel case. This is the Ryko disc edition, but it is the original. Yeah, it just so happened he mentioned it, and believe it or not, as I was doing this series, I realized I didn't have them, so I went looking for them. But yeah, here's the wraparound for this particular CD. And it has all the inserts, everything in it. There's my number on it. And then there's the CD. So I was really happy to get these. That means I am officially done. Until, of course, Paul McCartney Explorer Edition comes out. which is next week. And I'll have to pick that one up. I'll put this away later. Moving right along, picked up a piece of memorabilia. I'll wait on that. I'll show the rest of my vinyl. Record Store Day, John Lennon, Raw Studio mixes. I didn't have any record store days or record stores by me for Record Store Day, so what I did was I waited till Sunday. Went online, a lot of stores still had them. I paid the same thing everybody else paid. You know, I wasn't going on eBay and paying $60-70 for that. I thought that was insane. But because everything on here is in the deluxe box, which I already have, I'm not even going to bother opening it, which, you know, is no big deal. I also picked up, because I was missing, well, I shouldn't say missing, but the Wedding Album on white vinyl. Just to have it. I'm not going to open this one either. There's no reason to. I do have a Japanese version. I don't have the American version because I can't find one that is in good enough shape for me. One of these days I will. No hurry though. Then McCartney's Red Rose Speedway Archive. I got the other one when it came out, the reconstructed, but I did not get this one. I have this one now. So I was happy to get this. I'm caught up with that, thankfully. Picked up an original 60s Beatles balloon, which I already had one of these, but I couldn't pass it up. May use this as a giveaway. Not sure yet. I got two more things left to show you. Another package. This one, I have two of them. One is a 2, one is a 3. The other ones are different colors. But the reason I bought this one is because it's the Beatles 3-ring binder. Really nice shape too. The reason I wanted this one is because if you look real close, Paul does not have a cigarette in his hand. Company New York Loose Leaf, almost every one of these that I've seen, he no longer has the cigarette. But on the other versions, excuse my, well, I'm not going to worry about it. They're made by Standard Plastic Products. He does have the cigarette. So yeah, this is an original 60s 3-ring binder. Happy to have it. I have, what, 3 different colors now. So that's really cool. And then last but not least, I'm going to have to reach for this one. I picked up the 50th anniversary Beatles White Album floor display, which is right here. If you can see that. Yeah, it's pretty big. Stands about 5 feet tall. Really nice. I really like it. But yeah, that are my recent acquisitions. I thank everybody for watching. If you're new to the channel, and I don't edit, and you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Guys, leave comments if you got anything that you want to see more in depth, or you see something you want me to bring up in a video. Let me know in the comment section and everything. So that being said, till next time, take care.